Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. Um, uh, just straight up, I'm not feeling well today, but I've been looking at everything, and this is the closest report where I do all the court cases from TISA Tales, as y'all know. I react to all her court cases, you know. Anyway, listen, something ain't right with this mess. Y'all, the judge for Maxwell is ordering to be locked, one key, all cylinder things changed, and all of that stuff in there with all the files and stuff. One judge with one key, nobody else, not even the cleaning, not the deputies. If he go in there and start convulsing and call out for help, and the door lock, can't nobody get in. You know what I'm saying? It's about the dumbest. What is Trump up to? What they doing? What's going on, y'all? Just listen to a little bit of it. Okay. And as you come in, y'all, please hit the subscribe button. If you like any of the video or commentary, I should say, please hit the like. And also, the reaction is coming from Tisa Tales platform on YouTube. And she has platforms, all over the place. Anyway, Snapchat, all over. But anyway, y'all, I want y'all to listen and think about Comey. What Comey had to tell her, the five other six pack of white women, as they say. What she told him. What is it? The two L's. Y'all know. Wait 1 second. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I wanted to bring y'all this so y'all can be thinking about it, because they moving pretty darn fast. And then that Diddy mess, but we on Maxwell and the judge having one darn key. And can't, I mean, nobody can get in. That's crazy. Listen, y'all.
On with the Trump just saying Maxwell thing, the Southern District of New York has been in lockdown. It has gone into lockdown, at least the judge's chamber that's actually handling what's going on with the just saying Maxwell court case. People are saying this is unprecedented. They've never seen it in 30 plus years, and it's showing what Maureen Comey said about we must move without fear or favor.
That's what I was trying to think of, fear or favor. So I wonder, I mean, is he scared? Is that why he only wants one key and all the cylinders changed? Fear or favor? And then something about the politics up in there. You know what I'm saying? Was she trying to tell something? My gosh. Some up.
Shows maybe indicating that there is either fear or favor going on right now when it comes to just saying Maxwell case. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm literally talking about Judge Richard M. Berman. Okay. Now, hear me out. Judge Richard M. Burden did not preside over just saying Maxwell's trial. However, he did dismiss Jeffrey Epstein's Southern District of New York case after Epstein allegedly passed away. I said
See, he dismissed Epstein's file. I mean, Epstein's case. He dismissed it. So what if they dismissed Maxwell's? You know what I'm saying? Since she was his accomplice, or whatever they called her, his side. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What if they dismiss hers? Wouldn't that, man? And then she just, all she gonna do is go wherever Jeffrey is, because Epstein is somewhere chilling, in my opinion. I don't know, y'all. Man, I don't even feel like it today. I think I'm getting a fever too, I think. Oh, but listen, y'all. One key? That's is no. That is ain't that against the law, the rules of the presidency stuff? Congress, don't they have to vote? The judge just can go in there with one key hat and do what he want to do and say what he want to say and fix what he want to fix, right? Man, it's crazy.
Allegedly, because at this point, baby, we are watching some deep state conspiracy unfold before our very eyes. And if they had told us that this was happening, if they had told us that this actually was happening before our very eyes, I would not have believed
Me
it.
either.
3 years ago, this couldn't even pass for a Tom Clancy novel. Okay. Now, Judge Berman did not preside over Jusane's criminal trial. The trial was overseen by Judge Allison J. Nathan. As you guys know, Maxwell was convicted in December 2021 and sentenced to 20 years in prison in June 2022.
So she ain't served but what? 21. What, 2 years? I mean, I'm sorry. 21. She went 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 4 years. June was 4 years she been in there, y'all. Man, and she supposed to serve 20 years. I don't know, y'all. Something is up. She already got the um let's just keep going.
Is remaining incarcerated. However, Trump plans to offer immunity, and there is a very good chance that she will get pardoned. Listen to this, and I will tell you why. Okay. However, Judge Berman's direct involvement was with the Jeffrey Epstein case. In July 2019, U.S. Attorney Geoffrey Berman, the prosecutor, not the judge, charged Epstein. The case was later dismissed by Judge Richard M. Berman after Epstein's passing in jail. The dismissal followed a public hearing where multiple alleged victims spoke. Okay? Now, while he's not connected to Maxwell's trial, he and another judge, Judge Paul Engelmeyer, are currently handling a related matter. The Department of Justice requests to unseal, to unseal the grand jury transcripts from.
See, they gonna unseal them transcripts from the Maxwell. From the Epstein case. That's why I wish Comey was there. That's why they got rid of Comey. We thinking Diddy. No. Well, I think both. But yeah, Comey, I hope she is listening. I hope she can like send some information in. You know what I'm saying? How you get fired from somewhere, but you still can talk to the people in charge. You know what I'm saying? The good people. Cause Trump is up to something, y'all. He don't want, man, you on there. You own that, Trump. Darn, you the president. So yeah, we own you. So whoever the president is, that's who we own. If Obama was in the White House, we'd be on Obama. Cause everybody want to say Obama, Obama, Obama. Obama ain't the president. So he comes later. So we getting you right now because you in the house. You the president. Man, you better get your vice president. Y'all better put Vance up in there. I don't know nothing about him. I got to study Vance. But here we go.
The grand jury transcripts from both Epstein and Maxwell investigations. The Department of Justice, the Trump administration requested release in mid-July 2025, citing public interest, and Judge Berman has asked the government to provide more detailed legal justification for the ruling. Okay, now this is what my sources are telling me. It's very, very good. Okay, listen to this, and you're not going to believe this because it can only mean one of two things. They are saying that Judge Berman, of course, has taken on the same Maxwell case. Okay, they are saying that they had to rekey the entire judge's chamber because the judge wanted nobody to have access to his chamber during the case while he's reviewing the files. This is the Epstein case and the Maxwell case. Okay, now listen. They're getting ready to actually either have a trial over that, and that is to release. Okay, but they changed all the cylinders to all the doors so only the judge can have the key. Only the judge has the key to his chamber. Before the law clerks had keys and engineers, before only the law clerks, those are the people that are in the judge's chamber, and of course the engineers had keys to get into the judge's chambers when the judge wasn't there. Sometimes they had to fix stuff, sometimes they were moving around, and when it comes to the law clerks would come in early, stay late. They are the ones that help find the court precedents for the actual judge, okay? However, now nobody has any key to the chambers but the judge.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. If it's true, y'all, they might have something else. They might have us thinking ain't but one darn key. So if something happen when we can't look at nobody else. Could nobody else get in there? I don't know. I gotta rethink that darn one key deal. That's crazy. That is crazy. Dang. I wonder if it's like pow proof. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Trump. He doing what he want. He got back to being president, y'all, and he running amok on us. I mean, on everybody. It won't nobody do nothing. I know he can be impeached somehow, some way. Y'all, this is crazy. Ain't nobody thinking about the victims or nothing.
Judge wants to be the only one to have access to the chamber. Again, people are saying this has never happened, or they cannot remember in over a few decades this ever happening. Okay, again, usually the people have keys to all the chambers, but now they have blocked them, and they've also blocked security from also having keys. Again, something big is going to happen. Okay, listen. Something big is going to happen. A lot of people find it strange that the judge restricted engineers and restricted security from having
Totally.
access to his chamber, even in case of emergency, you guys. So they changed all the cylinders, and the judge,
Crazy.
and even changed who has access to the doors. Okay? Listen, what could this mean? Well, you guys, let's actually get into it. Because again,
Okay, but before that, could y'all please, because I can see people in the bushes, could y'all please hit the subscribe if you haven't, and hit the like for this video, please. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you so much.
it takes me back to what Maureen Comey was actually saying when she said, without fear and without favor.
Exactly.
This could go either way, guys. What does it mean? One, this shows that things are extremely sensitive. The judge is changing locks and holding the only key suggests that whatever he's handling is so sensitive. It's so mind blowing. It's so explosive that no clerk, no aide, or any fellow judges can be trusted with access. This is not normal, you guys.
It's not normal. It's because it's a lot of names on there, and I'm not just saying Trump. I'm not just saying the Clintons. I'm not Obamas. I'm talking about the actors, the actresses, the everybody. Just everybody, but the ones in Congress, in the House, the Senate, judges, man, FBI people. Ain't no telling whose names on that darn list, y'all. Who was on that darn island doing that crazy mess? You know, this is just shoot, the judge just locked in there with it. You know, who knows? This is just crazy. I don't know. But me, I gotta get my mindset straight. I'm just gonna have to go with the flow. I'm gonna have to go with the flow with my thought process because I think I'm looking at everybody as guilty. You know what I'm saying? Because this is crazy. I mean, the Democrats ain't even fighting not one little bit. And the Republicans, they telling Trump, don't do this and don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let her out and all that. Man.
Again, it's not normal. Now, we cannot ignore the fact, or we can no longer ignore the fact that decades of routine security protocols are being tossed out the window. Nobody can even enter that chamber for emergency. It's obvious something big is coming down. When the judge literally locks themselves in with case materials, it usually means that the grand jury testimony is nuclear. Again, names, crimes, cover ups, deals. I will say one thing. I understand why the judge hasn't unsealed it, because the judge has legal protocols to follow. And I understand why the prosecutors or even the defense hasn't unsealed it, because there are legal protocols. But can you tell me why? This is just a side note. Why hasn't the press revealed the names? You know, the press, the people that
Exactly.
say, oh my God, I'm so unbiased. Yeah, you are so unbiased. You're actually not even reporting the news. That's not called being unbiased. If you have the names of these scumbags, why are you not reporting it? You guys.
There you go, TISA. I knew she was good. That's right, reporters, press, journalists. Why y'all ain't reporting on the stuff? Y'all waiting on the content creators to do it for you? Man, y'all a trip. Yeah, I haven't heard a report about none of this. This is the first I'm hearing of it right now. Shoot. Hey, Robert Jennings, thanks for coming to Valentine TV. I appreciate you coming to keep me company. All right, y'all, let's hit it again.
Are you not reporting it? You guys are reporting everything else. You're reporting what Trump ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why can't you report also on that news? But let's keep going. There's something big coming down. Also, powerful interests could be at risk. This is including political figures, billionaires, or even institution. Or maybe there's pressure or risk of interference, and the judge is physically securing the chamber as a firewall. Again, he may be reviewing unredacted Epstein Maxwell grand jury material before approving its release. He might be under immense pressure, legal, political, or even personal, and locking down to avoid any leaks and tampering. Again, going back to what Maureen Comey said, without fear and without favor. Remember when she left, she said this cannot be allowed to happen. We must not let fear of what the powerful and wealthy and well-appointed can do in our search for justice. And we must not show favor to the rich and powerful out of fear. Out of fear. Okay? Oh, there's more. There is more. Okay? Again, there might actually be pressure or risk of interference. Again, remember we said that without fear of favor, and the judge is again physically securing the chamber. Now, again, you guys, what do you choose to believe? I think a list of possible motivation. Okay, he's reviewing unredacted grand jury material. All right, the immense pressure and there may signal internal tension within the court or the Southern District of New York itself. The fact that this surprised longtime staffers and people that work there hints that the judge doesn't fully trust anyone.
Can we trust him? You know? Y'all, this is the craziest mess I ever heard in my darn life. Without fear, though, you got to do it without fear, Judge. You know it's the unredacted, so I mean you seeing all the names. So don't you need a guard to stay with you at all times? Somebody, you need security at all times because you get to see all the names. You get to read everything. This is crazy.
You guys, the last time something like this happened, it involved Watergate level paranoia. Is Judge Berman preparing to unseal evidence that could burn down careers, legacies, or even expose the DOJ's own past? You guys, listen, when a federal judge in the Southern District of New York changes every lock and keeps only one key to his own chambers, and the clerks are whispering they haven't seen anything like this, it means one thing: somebody's scared. And it's probably not Judge Berman.
y'all, y'all. And y'all, that's it. That's all. I had to. Man, that is crazy work. One key. Y'all, this come from TISA Tales on YouTube. If y'all want to go look at it's about I don't know, a minute of it left. I don't know. So y'all, tell me what y'all think about it in the comments, okay? And I read all my comments. I answer to all my comments, even to the ones that are very hateful. Please don't put no hateful comments in my stuff. But if you do, you do, okay? But anywho, I'm just not gonna answer it. Okay. I was answering them nicely, but I will not answer anymore. Okay, and I will not delete it. I will not block it. I ain't gonna block you unless you get too darn crazy. But anyway, just let me know what y'all think in the comments, okay? And please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. And Robert, I appreciate you always coming over. I appreciate it every day. Yes, all the time. All right. Okay. And I'll talk to y'all later. I'm trying to make myself feel a little better. All right. All right. Love y'all. Darn, I ain't even got it set. You know I don't feel good. Wait a minute. Y'all sorry. All right. Uh, dang. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. See y'all. Thank you, Robert, again.